The European first qualifying round draws have been made. Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League. Welcome back to Fog Football. Is it the plate competition? Is it the Diddy competition? And hell, we've even got the big boy competition. Some tasty, tasty games to get into. But we've got 14 matches from the first qualifying round of the UEFA Champions League now. For Rangers, the draw will be tomorrow, 11 a.m. Second qualifying round, so looking forward to that. But here's the first qualifying round breakdown. I'm not going to go through every game, but I'll go through some of the big ones, right? So, um, the New Saints will be taking on Shikidija. First legs, 8th and 9th of July. Second legs, the 15th of the 16th of July. New Saints, is that a winnable game? I'd say so. I think the New Saints actually impressed last season in the Europa Conference League, and they are obviously the strongest team in Wales. And I think they've got a half decent chance of going through there. Up next, you've got Iberia 1999 taking on Malmo. So Malmo are in the first qualifying round here for Sweden. Then we've got RFS in action against Lavedia from Estonia. RFS been in European group stages last couple of years. Lincoln Red Imps are taking on Vikingor. Be a tasty one. But the tastiest of the tasty ones, Shelbourne take on Linfield. Shelbourne at home in the first leg, Linfield at home in the second leg. Who is going to win? Well, we've seen last season in the battle of Ireland, so to speak. Who is it? Larne collided with Shamrock Rovers, and Shamrock Rovers, I believe, won 3-1 in the end. It'll be interesting to see who's going to win this game. I mean, who's better at the two? It's a tough one to say, but obviously the League of Ireland is better than the Northern Irish League. Now, obviously, traditionally, Linfield are the best team in NI, but Shelbourne, bit surprising to see that they won the league. So I think that's naturally going to bring these two teams closer together. I do believe Shelbourne still should pick up the victory over two legs, but I think Linfield have got a decent chance of getting past Shelbourne. So it'll be an interesting game nonetheless. Moving forward, you've got the likes of Noah in there, obviously from the Conference League last year. Ludogorets against Minsk, that's a pretty big game for our first qualifying round, and FCSB are in there against Interclub de Escalades. Is that? I think that's the same club that Hibs get beat by. So not good, but as I said as I said earlier on, the draw is tomorrow for the second qualifying round, so we're reaction to that. Moving into the Europa League, we've got some tasty ones in here. Shakhtar Donetsk against Ives. Now the first leg will be the 10th of July, second leg 17th of July. Sheriff Tiraspol in there. You got Hacking, Legia Warsaw against Aktobe. Sofia take on Hipil Beersheva. Larnaca take on Partizan, and Pax take on Cluj. Now, of course, there is no British or Irish teams in here in the first qualifying round. But in terms of the second qualifying round, Hibs are unseeded, so Hibs will probably get screwed, won't they? To be brutally honest, but yeah, if they get a wee luck of the draw, you never know. What's the other teams? Aberdeen are of course unseeded for the playoff round, but we're not really going to know more about who Aberdeen could take on until a while into the future. But there is 13 teams confirmed for the Europa League competition. Now it'll be interesting to see if Crystal Palace get thrown out of the Europa League. I think there's also an Irish team, Drogheda. I think they might be in the Conference League. They could be getting thrown out as well due to like dual club ownership. I don't understand that. We've seen last season with Girona and Man City, they played in the same competition, right? So that's Man City. They get away with everything. I don't understand. Oh, conflict of interests and this and that. It's just a mess. Honestly, this whole like dual ownership, man. Teams should be allowed to. I mean, imagine thinking that one of the biggest problems with European football is that certain clubs have the same owners. When you've literally got teams that are who they have butchered financial fair play to such a degree that they've managed to build their empire on it. The likes of PSG and Man City, look how much they got away with for decades there. Man City are probably going to get away with it, even though there's 117 charges, whatever it is, and now teams that are nowhere near as wealthy as those teams are having to play alongside it, and it's the same in the Premier League. teams having to play like Newcastle and Villa having to play along with PSR, but then Man United, for example, can spend what they want. Ridiculous, man. It's all corrupt. But anyway, moving into the Conference League. So there's a lot of games in the Conference League, as we know. But anyway, got Helsinki Torpedo Katusha against Ordabazi. Where's the St. Patrick's Athletic are against Hegelman. So that's a tasty one there. Larn take on Oda from Latvia. It's going to be a tough ask for Larn to get back into the Conference League. It tends to be just due to the fact that they naturally drop down competitions. Teams from Wales, Northern Ireland, and Republic of Ireland, if they're going to make it into the Conference League, it's going to be teams that were in the Champions League but have dropped down after losing a few games. I just think the task is too much for teams in the Conference League to go through from the first qualifying round. And hell, it's not just those nations. I mean, when was the last time a team in Scotland qualified through qualifying rounds? They get into the competition that they were actually placed in. It would be Rangers back in when Gio got us in the 22-23 season Champions League. Look at the amount of times. Look at Hearts Aberdeen the last couple of years when they've had playoff rounds in the Europa League. They never get through. So yeah, Law and Order, that'll be interesting. Floriana against Haverford West County. Absolute diddy team for Wales. There's a lot of diddy teams in here. We've got Juano Salgueros taking on Pennybont. Yeah, and then we've got St. Joseph's taking on Cliftonville. Now, the draw for the second qualifying round will be tomorrow. So, a lot more draws getting revealed tomorrow. That's when we'll find out the likes of Rangers, Aberdeen. Maybe not Aberdeen, but we'll find out Rangers, Hibs, and Dundee United tomorrow. So, looking forward to it. The season's getting fucking closer, man. Inject it into the veins. I love all these mad European qualifiers, man. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You've just got about 40,000 games to look forward to, man. It's crazy. Coefficient Cup. Who can forget about the Coefficient Cup? I'll be there for it. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. That is it. We're back tomorrow when it comes to all this coefficient stuff. Looking forward to it. Till next time. Peace.